Most people start here, quitting the job, launching the app, and picturing complete autonomy. You imagine running an empire from a laptop with an ocean breeze in the background and investors eager to fund your growth. But the numbers tell a different story. Within 5 years, nearly half of new ventures vanish. By the end of the line, 90% of startups have failed. This chart breaks down those failures into specific categories. 35% of founders build a product that nobody wants to buy. Another 38% simply run out of money before they can reach profitability. We are going to walk through 10 specific operational and financial steps designed to help you navigate around these specific traps. Passion is what gets you started, but the data suggests that sticking to a vision without verifying market demand is why so many founders end up in that 38% cash burn category. Step 1. Validate ruthlessly. Before you build anything, create a plan to interview at least 100 potential customers. You need to confirm that the problem you are solving is a priority for the people you expect to pay for it. Step 2. Use those interviews to build a lean plan focused on market gaps. Founders often fall in love with a solution and then spend months searching for a problem that fits it. Juicero raised over $120 million for a $700 juicer that required proprietary juice packs. The company collapsed because consumers realized they could squeeze those same packs by hand. They had spent millions engineering a solution to a problem that wasn't there. Step 3. Pick your funding path. You have to decide between retaining total ownership through bootstrapping or pursuing rapid expansion by taking on venture capital. This scale shows the trade-off. Taking external money allows you to move faster, but you give away pieces of your ownership and invite board members to influence your long-term strategy. Step 4. Iterate fast with a minimum viable product. When the founders of Airbnb couldn't afford rent, they focused on their first few customers using air mattresses and cereal boxes. They didn't wait for a polished website. They focused on proving people would pay for the service. Testing your assumptions quickly and cheaply prevents you from spending years of your life on a product that doesn't have a market. Step 5. Assemble a core team with complementary skills. Early-stage investors often look at team dynamics and professional history as much as the product itself. Step 6. Create a plan to handle the psychological pressure of leadership. Seek out peer networks and mentors before you hit a crisis point. Building a business in isolation is a common driver of burnout. A support network functions as a necessary defense against the daily stress of managing a growing operation. Step 7. Vet your investors and secure your legal basics. If you don't understand the specific terms of a funding round, you risk losing control of the company you built. Adam Neumann's WeWork reached a $47 billion valuation based on rapid growth and charismatic leadership. But as they approached an IPO, investors realized the company was losing massive amounts of money on every office space at least. Neumann was eventually pushed out as the valuation collapsed. Theranos followed a similar pattern of hype over substance. Elizabeth Holmes raised billions on technology that didn't work as promised. The company vanished, and Holmes faced criminal charges for misleading her investors. Mismanaging your team or your capital can turn a promising operation into a business you no longer have the authority to run. Step 8. Prioritize unit economics over vanity metrics. You must track exactly what it costs to acquire a customer and compare it to the total revenue that customer generates over time. This dashboard highlights the difference between survival metrics and ego metrics. High user counts look good in a headline, but your business only survives if the cost to get a customer is lower than what that customer actually pays you. Step 9. Build a routine for resilience. You will face rejection from investors and customers daily. You need a system to process those setbacks as data points rather than personal failures. Step 10. Set strict triggers for when it is safe to grow. Data shows that startups that wait roughly 32 months to confirm their product fits the market have a much higher survival rate. In 1999, Webvan raised nearly $400 million and immediately built massive warehouses and hired thousands of employees. They scaled their physical infrastructure before consumer habits had caught up to online grocery shopping, and they went bankrupt in 2 years. Contrast that with Small Giant Games. They use data dashboards and cultural alignment to determine exactly when to expand, leading to a multi-billion-dollar valuation through disciplined growth. Disciplined growth is the primary defense against burning through your cash before you reach a stable finish line. You have now moved from a vague idea to a data-driven strategy for staying in business. This checklist summarizes the shift you've made, from guessing what customers might want to measuring what they actually do. Here is your first task. Do not spend money on development this week. Execute step 1. Go out and talk to 10 potential customers to see if your assumptions match their reality. Navigating these technical and human challenges is what separates a fleeting project from a company that lasts. By sticking to these metrics, you move from being a dreamer to a practitioner with a viable operation. Tell us about the biggest challenge you are facing with your current idea in the comments below. It's time to stop dreaming about the outcome and start focusing on the process of doing.